Okay, I'm live on Facebook. I just have to. Okay, I'm live on Facebook too, and yeah, ready to start. Hello everybody. Today we will talk about the woodcut hollowing tools. But before starting, I'd like to say something about that. Um, I will talk about hollowing tools, and as the woodcut is my preferred, I will talk about this one. It's not that I have an agreement with woodcut or something else. It's just because I love this one, and some of you had exactly these requests. They said they asked me to show a little bit more about the woodcut hollowing tools, and that's what I will do now. And always remember that isn't uh, um, a wood turning course or a tutorial. It's just a chat. Um, I don't. I'm sure there are other ways to do the same thing. This is my way. This is the way I prefer, and that's what I can show you. But yeah, if someone else has another way that is still good, no problem. Um, it's not the way, or it's not for sure the way that woodcut tells you to do. For example, we will talk also about sharpening and how I sharpen. It's not a way that woodcut tells to tells to do it. So don't don't um, don't think this is the only way or whatever. It's just my way. Um, Before starting, I would like to just talk about the cutting head, the wood cutting head, and I have one here. This is the best camera for that, and you can see what it is. It's a kind of hook tool with a brass part as limiter, yeah. And you can see this brass thing has this little screw, and you can dismount that. Pay attention to not losing the screw. And what you can see again is this second little screw here, and you can see this is a eccentric screw. This one is needed for regulating the aggressivity of your cut. So if you fix your brass part without fixing it too much, you can here regulate. Let's okay. You can see that you can see. Okay, the head is moving, and now, for example, it does not cut here, but it cuts here, and then you can change, and now it's very aggressive. It cuts everywhere and a lot. And so with this one you can regulate your woodcut cutting head. I love it when it cuts quite much. And then after this you can fix that. This is not the original woodcut key, but more comfortable. So you can see it's quite much here and a bit less here, but it's quite aggressive, not too bad. And the gap between the cutter and the brass part, it's big enough to not clog too much. If you use wet wood, fresh wood, it clogs a little bit, and usually I open this gap a little bit on the brass part, so the gap is a bit bigger than the original gap, and that avoids clocking. Okay, but before starting with the hollowing, we have to prepare our piece. I have here a piece of yew. Perhaps you know yew is one of my really, perhaps it's my preferred, absolutely preferred wood. This is it's not a really easy piece to turn. You can see here I use the head cam now. My head cam today is a little bit more here, not directly overhead, because I would like that you can see a little bit better the hollowing part and not the shape. So here is a branch, so this is end grain and outcoming branch here, so it's not so easy to turn, but with the woodcut that will work very well. So let's give it a nice shape. Ciao Lorenzo. Non capisci quello che dico? Diciamo che alle 4 dirò la stessa cosa, però posso comunque tradurti un attimino quello che ho detto, più o meno. Prima di svuotare il pezzo dobbiamo dargli una forma, però in realtà this was not really the first piece I had in mind to turn today. I would like to do an open one before this one. Voglio prima fare un pezzo un po' più aperto, perché voglio che si vede bene come lo svuoto. Allora, avevo già preparato, it's still you, questo pezzo di tasso qua. E prima di cominciare a tornare a svuotarlo, dobbiamo dargli un po' una forma. So, this will be an open vessel, just because I want that you can see what I do here with my woodcut tool. So it's just a waste form, an open waste form I want to do. Okay. Oh, scusate. I can't see if it's... Okay. Now it's good, I think. If it isn't, please tell me. Just checking one thing. Okay, okay, let's start. Allora, prima faccio una forma come piace a me, e poi la svuotiamo. Okay, I think this is about the foot of this vessel. Now I do a straight cut in the end crane just to see the shape. Okay, now I can see really the real length of the piece. E Lorenzo, se hai qualche domanda, basta scriverlo. Okay, and now I'll have a look at Facebook. Hi, Dong. Ciao Christian. Buongiorno ragazzi. Ciao Edran. Ci vediamo, sì, alle 4 ci vediamo. Keith, if you would, if you want to see better and more, you should go on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. It's Atelier del Legno Matthias. The camera angle of the Facebook I can't change because it's my phone. It's just one camera. So please go to to YouTube if you want. Hi Nicolas, Marcello, ciao. Hi Toko. Okay, a little bit more. So here is not really good. I can change that with a slicing cut. I have more control with the slicing cut. Okay, let's cut well. I don't want to lose too much time with the shape and with all this stuff because really I want to show you the hollowing tool. Ciao Reinhard! Just a little bit here. Okay, that's good. I love it. And now we have to bring away the stock, and you can see here there is a crack, but you holds together quite well, so I'm not really afraid about this. I'll finish my straight cut in the head. A little bit too high. Now that's part of the life, huh? That's part of the woodturner's life. Hi, Jim. Okay, don't know why, but it came out. Oh, I remember, right. So just, oops, yes, you know, that is, uh, yeah, it's part of life. No, it doesn't turn perfectly, so this is another thing I can tell you. Hi, Stefano. Um, I'm not here to show you to do my comfort zone, to be in my comfort zone. I'm here to try things. Um, it's not a demo. In a demo, I would really do what I'm sure that it works well without any risk or um, but, any problem. I would choose a good piece of wood without any crack or yeah, a problemless piece of wood I would choose for a demo. This is not a demo. This is our wood turning chat, and in this chat, I I really try things. So if I try things, yeah, it's normal that it can also not work well. Now, this wasn't really a job that I tried, and it should have it should have worked, but yeah, it didn't. And I know why. I know why. I tell you why. I prepared this piece yesterday, and it was close to my oven, and I think the tenon shrank a little bit, and so I didn't check that before starting. No, no, Giorgio, non è successo niente. Pezzettino che vola via, part of life. I didn't check. I didn't check. I didn't check that, so it came out. Yeah. Okay. Now I can sign the center, and then I will start preparing the hole in the center. Yeah, I do have some vibrations. Little bit too much vibrations. Okay. Okay, this was just for preparing, and then for the rest of the whole I use this this spoon drill, it's called. It's something else like a spindle gouge. You can see that here. You can use a spindle gouge for that, and you have seen I started with the spindle gouge, but I will go ahead with my spoon drill. This tool is about 100 years old. I got that from an old wood turner, um, and I love it quite much. But you can't find them anymore. Okay, Jim. Yeah, you have to exercise a little bit. I love this kind. It's right. It's quite quick. So I loved it very much. And yeah, this spoon drill here. That's the old method they used, and you can't find them anymore, but you can use an old spindle gouge and weld a bar on it and use it like this. That works very well. So I know now I have a little bit of vibrations. I'm not sure if that works well. It's perhaps a little bit too long. Yeah. Mm. I'm not sure if this is a good idea with this drill here. Let's start immediately with the woodcut tool. And for this I will change the camera. I will show you the number 2 because I would like that you can see my body. Before that I'll have a look at the messages. Nothing. I will start with the straight one, but I have this open vessel just really to let you see how that works in a closed vessel. You wouldn't see what I do. So, oops, too aggressive. Yes, it is. I'll take the other one. So what I wanted to show you is the move of my body. You can see I have the handle fixed under my arm here, and then the whole body moves. You don't move your handle like this. That's not stable enough. So if you move the whole body, it's something like dancing, dancing with your. It's a bit. You can hear the vibrations. So I don't have Lynette a steady rest for this one, for this lathe. So this piece is a little bit too big. But what the important part for me that to show you this movement here. What you do is this. You can create a oh, sorry, I missed the right word. A fixed point here on your tool rest, and then you move the whole body and not just. Yeah, sorry, on Facebook you can see my body moving, so that's yeah, that's sad, but I have only this this camera here. So let's go to the next piece of wood, because I have really too much vibrations here, and I prefer working on another piece. So this, I prepared this one too. That's a little bit easier. A little bit easier. I will bring the whole spool stuck a little bit more in this direction. And Jim, we can do the hole again. Yes. We can bore again with the spindle gouge. Before boring, I'll do a straight cut. Oh no, we have to do a nice shape on it before starting. Oops. something quick and easy, yeah? With the camera number one, I can show you this piece a little bit better. You can see here this branch. So I have the end crane here and end crane here. So it's always a little bit difficult to decide in which direction try to cut. But very often in these cases, a slicing cut is a very good solution. Slicing cut, that means really, you can see that here a little bit better, the handle really low, and then oh, let's have a look on the finish. You can see here very well the result. This was with the normal push cut with the spindle gouge, and this finish is with the slicing cut. So you can see the difference very well. It's really much better in this way than in the other way, but that is because I have this branch here and the wood goes a little bit in all directions. So slicing cut is always with the bevel rubbing. Yeah? It's always, it's not a scraping, but it's really a nice cut. I do a little rim here. So let's not. Thanks. Say hi to her too. Okay. Now the shape is done. Not nothing really special, and we can bore here again with this. Oh, here is. Where did I do the whole hole with the spindle gouge, So that is the depth of my hole. A little bit slower, a little bit higher with the tool rest, a little bit more. So what I want is I want to be exactly on the center with the tool. It's so much quicker than uh, than with the drill, with the head stuck drill. So quick. So this is U. U is quite hard. So it's not an easy job. Okay, that's done. Just bring out a little bit of okay. Any comments, questions? Let me know. Now for this small piece, I will use the Woodcut flexi hollower. It's the same thing, but the head is a little bit smaller. The head you can see is a little bit smaller, and it is adjustable. You can work you can do an undercut with this, changing this part here. For the other woodcut, you have three possibilities. You have the straight one, the slightly curved one, and the third one is the swan neck one. You can see that. So you have these three possibilities. While the flexi hollower has a 30 mil bar and it is adjustable. Let's have a look at these ones. So that's a little bit added from Facebook. And the movement, I'll change to the 2 again, and you can see my movement. It's still the same, also with the smaller one. And now you can also see how efficient it is. The first piece I used was a little bit too much, too big, too long, so I had really too much vibration. I couldn't show you very well how quick it works. I can do the same thing with the straight, the Proform hollower, the straight one. You can see that here, straight Proform. I could also change to keep now and putting on an aggressive one for this small piece. Zack. I have 3 tips, so I don't have to regulate them too often. And then sometimes we have to blow in the hole. You have to be a little distant because you have this little gap. I changed the camera so I can show you. You have this gap here. So if you are too close, you have this problem here. You can see. Always stay a little bit. Away. Really good. Now before starting to go to do the undercut here, I do the whole depth on this diameter here. Usually I would work with these lights here, but I know that you don't see very well when I put on the lights. Yeah, also here it's same story. So I've still 3 centimeters, 30 mils to okay, 5 mils again, and then I'm on the bottom. So here I am, I think, yes. Ciao Bixio. But for the undercut, I would like to go ahead with the flexi hollower just to show you how to use it. You have um, more vibrations because the flexi hollower has a 30 mil bar and the Proform has a 16 mil bar, so you have more vibrations with the flexi hollower, but for the small pieces it is quite nice. The maximum of depth with the flexi hollower is about 15-18 centimeters. Yeah. Also here you have to be a little bit distant for the gap. So now, just a little break. Okay, the speed is, I never know that. The speed is 900, 817, 18, 80. To find the cut, usually we say rub the bevel and then turn a little bit your tool. I mean, rub just the bevel without cutting, then turn a little bit and you feel that it cuts. Here you can't do that, but you can do you can rub the brass part and then you can turn slightly and you feel the cut. So just rub the brass part and now it's cut. And it removes quite a lot of material, you can see that. And now I would like to work just here, so I can go closer with my tool rest. That means that I have less vibrations, but I don't have the problem of this gap because I just work here in this part. And then it's quite the little bit annoying part of hollowing. You have always to clean the inside very often. So here you can start, you know, we already know where the bottom is, we already reached the bottom, so you can start there and you feel every gap. Here's the gap, so I clean the gap. a little bit because I had this branch there. There is a change in the wood direction. And have you also seen the shavings? Very nice shavings. So that means that we do a good cut. We don't scrape. We do a very good cut. Then, when you have an undercut here, blowing out the whole thing becomes a little bit difficult. And right. I have a little hook to clean out, but I don't know where it is. Oh, perhaps here. This is the hook I mean. This is just a bar, a metal bar, and I can use that to clean my hole. Instead of blowing it out, because if you have a high undercut, you can't blow it out anymore. And then I'm in the way. I understand that I am in the way. Perhaps it is a little bit better like this. Let's try. Yes. Okay, now it is hollowed, but not that well. But now I can start here and start with the final thickness. And for that, I could work like this, and I would use the other camera. Otherwise, you can't see what I do. And now I have to go a little bit more distant because of this gap here. And now and now I can do a little change here and here. There is one really very important thing. You should always work in, you should always have your tip in the axis of the bar. That's very important. So the tip is in the axis, but I can do a better job here on until here about. I can do a better job, and I still work in the axis of my bar. If I would work like this, oops, I don't know, something like this, it would turn it around in my hand, and it would be very, very difficult to handle well. Okay, like this. Now, one more very interesting thing is the measure of the measure of the wall thickness. There are several systems for the measuring of the wall thickness, but you know, you can use this compass here, but it's not so easy because in here it's not easy to arrive, and you should have three of them. I use the electronic solution. This is a cool tool. It's called Spexor, and it works with a magnetic head and a magnetic sphere, and the sphere is inside of the hollow form, and that means now it is okay. Here the wall thickness is 4.94 mils. It's important to 5 mils. If you have to be in a right angle to your wall, so you have the right thickness. If you would measure like this, you would measure also the distance, the gap between the wood and the magnetic head. So the right angle is like this, and this gives you the perfect measure of your wall thickness. Then you can move with this, and you can see that the thickness changes. I do it now. That's 7 mils, and then ahead again it's 11 mils, and so on. But 4 mils, that's the thickness here, 5 mils is the thickness here, and that's what I want to reach for the whole hollow form. Just take out the sphere. Thomas, that's there are several models. One is until maximum 10 mils, then 15 mils, 20 mils, and I think also 25. Mine is until 20 mils, but you have to know that it works very well until 15 mils, and after 15 mils, the sphere inside, if the sphere finds a wave, you could lose the sphere. So it works until 20, but if you move in this direction and the sphere finds a wave, you lose the sphere. So it works well until 15, then without moving, it works well also until 20 mils, but when you move, you always risk to lose the sphere. I'm sure you have never seen that because it is very hard to find on the market. It doesn't really exist. There is a friend of mine, an Italian friend of mine, producing them in small quantities, and he's a electronic guy. I don't know exactly what he does, but he is a hobby wood turner, but hobby. He does a really good job. So he invented this Spexor. It's called Spexor. I can show you again. you can see also that so it's called Spexor, or yeah, Spexor here, and this one is my own. It's personalized. Yeah, I think it's called. You can see here my logo, and yeah, it's a cool gadget. I love it very much because for several things you would need perhaps three of these, and one of these is already easily 40 euros. So it is also worth, and you can use the Spexor also for very deep vessels, and where you don't can't reach the bottom with this stuff here. So I love it very much. Il mio Ottavio è quello che va fino a 20 mm. Okay, let's go ahead. I have to change the camera. I know you can see only my back. Now, in this, okay, I have to change something here. Spacer comes here. Okay. Here I can reach easily also with my hand, so I can check that until here, but here I have to check the thickness with the spacer. Ciao Rosario! So this is the annoying part where you have to blow out or pull out the shavings every 30 seconds. And check thickness, it's good until here. Here I have a wave in, and then here it is quite, yeah, thick. It starts here becoming thicker. I can feel that. Thomas, you mean this one? This is self-made. If you mean this one. And no, which I don't understand what you mean, Thomas. Okay, let's check again with the spacer. It's still 5.25, 5.40, 6.0, and then 7. So I can restart here and take away a little bit more. I mean, this one which you have to turn. Let's try German, Thomas. Ich weiß jetzt wirklich gerade nicht, was du meinst. Eigentlich ist nichts self-made hier. Okay, yeah, this is the woodcut handle. The woodcut flexi hollower bar, and that fits together. And there are other tools fitting here in. This is a bowl gouge you can fix in this handle, and both-sided bowl gouge. I have on this part I have a traditional shape, and on this part I have the fingernail shape. So with one tool I can do both things. I have another tool I can fix here is a scraper, and I don't know if there is other stuff I can fix here, but there is. I think I need. Oh, give me a second. Mm-hmm. Okay. You can open the handle in the back, and on the top there is a magnetic lid, and inside you can find another diameter of chuck. This is a 13 mil jack, and here you have a 10 mil jack, so you can use the same handle also for 10 mil bars. And one thing I didn't tell you before, when I use the Proform, let's go to the other camera. I very often I can arrive on 45 centimeters of depth. That's the maximum I already reached. But I did that with the bar in, completely in the handle, and with a second handle here. So you have to imagine this second handle. You have this part, and you can fix two handles together, and with this 25 mil bar I have much less vibrations than with a 16 mil bar, and so I can reach about 40-45 centimeters. It depends a little bit of the wood. With a very hard wood I can't do that, but with a little bit softer wood like chestnut, also sweet chestnut, and what did I do? Albizia, that works until a good depth. Also with this one, if you have too much vibrations, you can shorten the bar, and so you have less vibrations, or for more comfortable working, you can put the bar out. Thank you, Willow. You mean my job or you mean the tool? Okay, now I can feel that I'm good with the thickness until here, and then it becomes a little bit thicker, so I will restart there. Again, I can wrap the brass part and then turn the handle a little bit, and I can do a quite smooth job. So let's have a look at the time. Oh, it's already um, close to the end. So I will stop here and let's see if you have any question. Oh, I know one. I know one very important question. You didn't ask me this, but I'm sure you are curious to know if or how I can sharpen the woodcut tool. Isn't that a question you would like to have an answer to? Ottavio, Urivo funziona molto bene. Sicuramente non fino a 40 di profondità, però penso che fino a 28-30 non ci dovrebbero essere problemi con l'ulivo. È molto duro, ma in realtà si taglia molto bene, perciò non vedo problemi. Io non ne uso tantissimo di olivo perché qua non ce n'è, però sì, non è un grosso problema. Sharpening. So you have several solutions for the sharpening of the woodcut tool. And I show you two. The one is the solution that Woodcut is proposing. I'll change the camera. Give me just a moment. Let's take this one. So sharpening from the inside, and that works very well. What I have here is a CBN. Sorry. Just a moment. I forgot. The spacer is magnetic, so you can fix it here or wherever you're comfortable. And yeah, it's just one detail. Okay, this is a CBN cone, and you can sharpen the tip from the inside. That's not too bad. The problem of that is, or my problem, perhaps for you it isn't a problem, but for me it is, that I have to dismount every time the tip, the brass part of the tip, and that is a little bit annoying. That is a little bit annoying. I hate that. And as I am a production turner, um, time is money. So I really don't like that, and so I found another system to sharpen them. Now I do that on my sharpening um, uh, this thing here. I created a little jig to do that, and then I sharp from the outside. That works very well too. This the problem of this system is that the the tip lasts less long. Sharpening from the inside is less aggressive, so it lasts longer, but this kind is quicker. So these are my two solutions, and now I have also the question of Ottavio. Ottavio is asking for the speed. I already answered that in English, so I'll do that in Italian. Ottavio, la velocità è circa 800-900, dipende un pochettino del legno, dipende un pochettino da te, sì, 800-900, qualcosa di questo genere. Any other questions? Oh, I forgot really one very important thing. There is, and that's perhaps the best thing of one really good thing of the woodcut tool is this tool rest, this special tool rest here. I will show you that immediately from here. Okay, now let's put on again whatever, doesn't matter. For this small piece, that's not really very important, but for bigger pieces, this special tool rest is really great. So what I told you was that you can, or you have to do now I remember also the word, a fulcrum. So I told you to create a fulcrum here and work with the whole body. Oh, I show you that with the other camera. again. So you create a fulcrum here and you work with the whole body, and that's really very important. So the dancing with the leg, and to create this fulcrum you have to fix down the bar very well, and this um, it's called the fill irons uh, tool rest, because fill irons invented it. You have several um, several saddles. This is the saddle for the, see that, for the, let's change camera again, the saddle, a mixed saddle, a saddle for the flexible over, and then you have here the saddle for the whole bar. This is just a saddle for the whole bar, yeah, for the whole bar. And I'll use now just for a moment the saddle for the flexi over. So you can use this part as fulcrum, so it's easier to handle. Now you can see that does not work very well because it touches here, so I can go here, and so now I can work here, or I go here and I can work here, and I go here and I can work here. So that's a great help. Too far. Oh, so that's the fill irons tool rest, and I love that very much. I used several hollowing tools, several hollowing systems, and I always turn back to this one, Ottavio, but I never tried the Hope hollowing system, so I can't really say how which one is better. What I love of this hollowing system here is the cutter, because the cutter is really cutting, it's not scraping, and a lot of these hollowing systems are more scraping than cutting, and I don't love that very much. So just now I don't really know how the Hope system works, but yeah, I always prefer cutting tools and not scraping tools. Thanks, Aldo. Yeah, in 1 hour, oh, less than 1 hour, I will have the Italian live, and so we will see then, yeah. Ottavio pure, sei benvenuto anche in italiano, ovviamente. Okay, if you don't have any more questions, I will stop here and we can meet again in at 4 o'clock for the Italian one. No problem. Also for English questions or comments, no problem. Absolutely. Yeah, I remembered. It seemed to me that it's a closed system, and usually I don't love too much the closed systems. But I should try it to really decide which one is better. But I know that the Hope system is probably more complete. You have also this elbow system included if you want, and so on. You can use it probably in more versatile kind. So that could be the advantage, the big advantage of the Hope system. Usually, I love the most of the Hope tools, especially what they have for sanding. Hope is very good. It's a very good address for every wood turning stuff. But yeah, I've never used the hollowing system. Sorby system, I don't have it, but I already used it, and I prefer the Woodcut. I also used the Crown Revolution, um, and I also used some German system, and I still prefer my Woodcut. I didn't use the, the Monroe. Monroe, I think it was one of the first creating these systems, and it looks like quite nice, but I never used it. Well, you already heard this crack. We have quite dry weather here, and this piece of you is still drying a little bit. Crown, I don't think it's easier. I don't think it's easier. I tried Crown several times, and I love Woodcut very much also because it's very efficient. It's so quick hollowing a 20 centimeter vessel or something. It's really quick. So I love it very much also for this reason. Ciao Francesco, hoi Valentin, ciao Matteo. You can catch also with the woodcut. You can, but yeah, what I told you before, just always try to rub with the brass part, and then sorry, rub with the brass. I can show you that on where you can see it well. So just rub with the brass part and then go to find the cut, and that makes it very easy. and very efficient. Ciao Giovanni, sei un po' tardi però. Vabbè, ancora. Tac, continua a fare le crepe. Allora, io potrei fare una cosa perché è un po' peccato. I will put it in a plastic bag now because it's still cracking a little bit. I will finish that next week, not today, because later I will do the same thing in Italian, but with a new piece of wood. So I will put it in a plastic bag. Yeah, of course. And Thomas, the hook tool works very well on open vessels, works very well until you have a straight cut, but the undercut does not work with the hook tool. So all tools with a thickness limiter works very well also in the undercut, but the free hook does not, or also the ring tool doesn't work on the undercut. I have here, where is it? Here. This one is similar to the crown one, and if you eliminate the limiter here, you have a ring tool, but with the limiter you can use it also in the undercut, but I prefer my woodcut. This one is another. This is a scraper. It fits on the woodcut tool. It's made by Woodcut. There is also the scraper one, also for Woodcut Proform, like the one I showed you before. Oh, yeah, this is the one for the Flexi Hollow where I showed you. There is the same one for the Proform, but the really interesting part of the Woodcut Hollower are these limited heads I used before. Sì, alle 4, non sei in ritardo, sei in anticipo. Sei in ritardo per questa in inglese, ma in anticipo per quella in italiano. Okay, so I will do a quick break, eat something, and then we can meet again in at 4 o'clock. So yeah, bye bye, and see you soon. Also to my Facebook friends, see you, bye. here. Listen.